Hello, dear students. This is Vivek Vaibhav, and you are watching video lecture on migration. This is last video lecture, dear students. I hope you are doing well at your home and you enjoy watching these videos. Dear students, before I am going to start the chapter topic brain drain, you have idea what is the type of what are the types of migration, what is migration, and what is the impact, socio-economic impact of migration. All these things. If you don't have idea, just go to my last video lecture and you can get from there all these sorts of knowledge. Dear students, today we are going to discuss very important topic, that is brain drain. You know that you might have heard this word. This is buzzword actually, and this word coined by Britishers after Second World War when British people wants to go America, and the people moved from Europe to America that time, the post Second World War. So these words are coined by Britishers, dear students. So before I'm going to start, I want to say this thing. And first, what is brain drain? As you know that the process of emerging, the process of immigration of talent and productive people of the one country to another country for the pursuit of higher studies, higher salaries, and a peaceful and advanced work environment is as brain drain, is called brain drain. Okay, so why immigration outside immigration, abroad immigration? Why? Because people who is very productive, very talented, wants to go outside and earn more and more higher salary for the purpose of higher studies, because in our country and in developing country there is a lack of education facility, so they all are wants to go abroad or outside of our country or any developing country. So people migrate from developing country to developed country is actually, you know, that diminishing human capital of that country. Suppose in India, we Indians go Canada, USA, UK, Australia for the purpose of higher salaries, higher studies, and another purpose. This is something our human capital diminishing. Okay, so as you know that this is not good, and the repercussions of this, we have push and pull factor. So causing of brain drain is the process of what? Push and pull, dear students. So what is pull and what is push, we are going to discuss here. Okay, and after the difference between push and pull also, after that we are going to discuss negative and positive impact of brain drain. So let me finish first what is push factor and what is pull factor. Dear students, look at this. Push factor are those that compel a person due to different regions to leave a place of origin or migration and migrate to some other place. That means push factor of those that compel a person, there's compulsion and coercion for the person. Okay, due to different regions, there are no any only one regions, to leave a place of origin where you your native place, where your native your mother country, you can migrate, you migrate from your origin to another place. That is push. What is pull? Pull factors indicates that factors which attract migrants. Suppose higher studies attract me to go Australia for pursuing our study. So this is pull factor. Medical facility, if allure us to go England, definitely this is attract migration. So this is pull factor. There are so many factors. So what is actually push and pull? Difference between push and pull. It maybe comes in your examination. So push and pull factor. Pull factor actually high paying job. You can high paying job definitely attracts you, and prestige of working or getting educated in the world class organization institution. Definitely it is the matter of prestige of yours. So it is one of the factor. And stable government policies, some place you can't find stable government policies, so people don't want to live there. Intellectuals freedom, definitely intellectuals have freedom of that country. And this is also matter of pull factors. Modernized education system, better economic standard, and this is the pull factor. What about push factor? Stiff competition in gaining employment. There are huge number of population like in your India. If you prepare for government job, there are huge competition. And if you go anywhere, any field, you have a lack of employment. So it is push factor actually. Poor research facilities. In the developing nation and the underdeveloped nation, we have very few poor research facilities. So people wants to go outside developed country for the purpose of research also. Poor economic development, definitely we don't have economic development, so people wants to go outside. Poor working conditions, long hours work, less benefits and less wages. You know that these all are in your India also, in our India also. So you definitely know very good. Limited career options leave people with less choice in life. We have only a few choice to opt for our bread and butter. Poor intellectual stimulation, especially when intellectual needs are not being met in the absence of adequate infrastructure and facilities. These are the difference. What is the negative impact of brain drain? Because in your country, this is push factor. So definitely, where there people migrate and the origin of migration, there is a difference. Origin of migration, people from there migrate is push factor. So definitely loss of tax and revenues, the loss of potential future entrepreneurs, shortage of important skilled worker. The exodus may lead to loss of confidence in the economy, which will cause person desire to leave rather than stay. Loss of innovative ideas. Definitely, if intellectual go outside, who creates your innovative? Who give you innovative ideas? Okay, so loss of the country's investment in education, the loss of critical health and education services. These are the negative impacts. Let me tell you what is the positive impact of brain drain. Definitely, for the pull factor, makes it individual to develop financially, and the individual gets more opportunity. More opportunity. Individual gets more opportunity. Okay, definitely. You know that about intellectuals. Intellectuals always want to go outside because of lack of facility in our country. So it is not good for country, but for him. Okay, if you think individually, you can go. But if you think as a nation, might be you don't want to go outside. So the individual is able to increase his professional skill from learning new skill from the professional from other countries. The individuals can develop his own nation by applying the skill which he learnt abroad. This is very good positive impact for. Suppose I want to put here example of Abdul Kalam. Uh, Although he went for higher studies in a USA, but after uh, pursued all the higher studies, he came India and start their research, okay, and inventions. The individual gets more exposure to new methods of professionalism and leads higher standard of life. These are the positive impacts of brain drain. So, dear students, what is the cause of brain drain in India? As you know that the origin of the brain drain in India is economic, social, and political. So economic, why? Because lack of employment, people don't want to live here. Social aspect is marriage. Brain drain. If you people wants to marry outside, and people go there and live there. And political is lack of security. You know that in India there is no good deal of security, so that's people wants to go outside. Higher income jobs with better benefits abroad, but not in India. That's why people wants to go outside. And the something and the very authentic thing is that education. If we have good facility of education, people want not leave India. Okay. So these are the cause of brain drain. So in your book, there is some question based on the chart graph. So I want to say you, please solve this question. How many highly educated Indian migrants move to UK? Just visit your book and after looking the graph paper, just answer in a comment box. And which country received at least number of Indian immigrants? And this is your question. And as you know that this is the last topic, so your chapter has been finished. We are going to discuss another day, another topic, another chapter, new chapter. So stay tuned and stay safe. Thank you so much, dear students.